Hi! I know it's not even the end of November yet, but if you're anything like me, you want to get things done. And I am already really strong on my gift game this year. I don't know about shipping things, it could be weird. I don't know about supply, that could be weird too. And I just want to have some peace and quiet for the holidays, the weeks like coming up to the holidays where it's not just a mess. So I'm starting in on all of my gift giving ideas for the holidays. First of all, we're starting with the most amazingly difficult people in the world to buy for, in most people's opinion, and that is men. Men seem to be so difficult to buy for. But anyway, I have compiled quite a list of really cool items. Many of these are tried and true with my own hubby and other loved ones in my life that are men. And I think that you will really enjoy this. They're everything from about $15 up to almost $400, and most of it's in between there, of course, in the lower, 100 or lower, that area. So anyway, join me, see what's up, and we will tackle our list and get things done. So get comfortable. We will go through this in a fairly quick manner. I will list the price of everything that I mention here, at least what price it is at this moment. Everything is listed down below for an easy click. Go straight to it for your convenience if you like. So let's get started. First of all, something I'm actually sitting on as we speak is an office chair cushion. Many people are working from home. Many people don't work from home. Either way, if you have a chair in your office or just a chair that you sit in often, oh my gosh, the difference it makes to have a chair cushion. This one is tried and true. It's on my own office desk. I really, really like it, and I think any guy would too. And this one is $52.95. It's amazing. It's got very, very high markings. It's 81,333 ratings as far as I last checked, and they all love it. So that ought to do it. And get your body and your bum comfortable in your office chair. I think this is a great idea. I don't know about you and where you live and so forth, and if you need anything that's this warm, but it's a packable down hooded jacket for men. It's attractive. It's not a huge puffer. It's got a smallerish puff to it. It's that packable. Have you ever seen that stuff? I mean, you can wad that thing up and stick it in your purse, basically, if you wanted to. It's great to have for like car trips where you don't really want to be wearing your coat in the car for long trips. You can just grab it from the back. You can store it in your car if you want to. You can shove it into a suitcase. Let's say you're traveling from a warm climate to a cold climate, you don't want to take a giant coat. Fabulous. Great to have. Any guy would love it. $49.97. Not bad at all for an actual down puffer coat. And it's packable. I thought this was a great idea also, even for young or older type of men. If they have a job where they are kind of going back and forth, sometimes they're in the office, sometimes they're at home, a briefcase, something to carry some stuff back and forth. Briefcases are not inexpensive. You can find some really expensive ones out there that are just, they're just a regular briefcase. It's quite amazing. So this one I thought was a great deal. It's $89.99. It gives that professional vibe. You say if there's like a young guy that you know that just graduated and he's starting his first job and he wants to have a professional look going to and from places and not shove things in his backpack or whatever, it's a great idea for that type of a person or any person who needs to travel back and forth and have a professional, easy way of schlepping your stuff back and forth. And it's only $89.99, which is not bad at all for a briefcase. And it's one of those things that you're really glad you have when you need it. This thing, I have used this so much already, and I don't even think I've had it very long. It's called Hell's Handle. If you or your guy really loves to make smash burgers, do you know what a smash burger is? Basically, you take a ball of meat and you use really, really high heat on a griddle and you smash it to the point where it's like almost paper thin. And then, oh my gosh, you get all those little crunchy edges and it caramelizes. Oh boy, you probably don't want to have it too often health-wise, but they're very, very good. And this specific device, this Hell's Handle, I have mine in the 5x4 and it's perfect. So grab one of those, $21.49. Perfect. You'll be enjoying smash burgers for a very long time with that thing. It is sturdy. Christmas says Cashmere a lot in my world because it's cold outside and I live outside the Chicago area, and Cashmere is just such a decadent, wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful thing if it's done well, sustainably, and so forth. Yes. And I found a place that is amazing for cashmere. I've talked about it before, and I mentioned a sweater I was wearing. Fantastic for so much less than many, many other stores. It's Mongolian, it's grade A, it's thick, gorgeous, wonderful, amazing for so little. So I'm going to quickly show the different things that they have for men here and their prices, and you will be blown away. And I own 2 of these sweaters myself in the women's, and I do highly recommend them. They're amazing. They're 100% cashmere. Unbelievable. Anyway, here we go. There's a crew neck sweater, and all of these come in many colors, by the way, too. So you got lots of color choices. So the crew neck sweater is only $59.90 for guys. The V-neck sweater is also only $59.90. The polo, so it has kind of like the little collary thing, is $79.90. The half zip, I find this very attractive, especially in a cashmere. I mean, not many people have that cashmere half zip. That one is $74.90 for a men's, seriously. Okay, the cardigan is $74.90. I mean, look how just classic this is. He can use this forever and ever and ever. The turtleneck, $69.90. Okay, the hoodie. Okay, I don't think anything is more attractive or snugglier on a guy than to see him in a cashmere hoodie. I mean, I don't know, there's something so amazing about that to me. I think that they look so, so good in them. $99.90 for a full cashmere, grade A, Mongolian cashmere hoodie. Unbelievable. So anyway, there's that, and then there's the full zip hoodie, almost like a hoodie jacket, you know, with the full zip, and that is only $109.90. So to me, it's a no-brainer. If you're gonna go with some sort of a more of a decadent kind of a snuggly, kind of a keep forever classic, here's all your options, amazing. Plus, they also have a cashmere beanie, which I have purchased several of these myself for different people, and they love them. It's $24.90. Unbelievable, and they're so wonderful. So check all of those out, definitely. And ladies, pop over to the women's section when you're there too, because they have all the same things and less expensive even. My cashmere crew necks are only, what were they? $50. Unbelievable. A men's gift list is not complete until I've added the Jack Black Turbo Body Bar on here. It's a bar of soap with some exfoliating stuff in there, but it's not too rough, but it's got this amazing scent. And it's just decadent. I got this for my husband a few years back, and he opened it up and he's like, you bought me a bar of soap. What are you trying to tell me? But anyway, we laughed and so forth, and then he used it, and when it was finished, he's like, I really liked that soap. So now he always gets a bar of soap for Christmas. So it's a joke for us, but it's really not a joke. This stuff is amazing. And they also have the all over wash from Jack Black too, which is the face, hair, and body. So all of that in one pump thing, simple, you're out of the shower. It smells so good too. So yeah, good stuff. And oh, sorry, the Turbo Body Bar is $15 and the all over body wash is $50, and it does everything. Okay, this next one is the most expensive idea on my gift list at the moment, and it's the Theragun. I'm sure you've seen these before, and I've shown them before in one of my favorites too, the one that I have. It is amazing for any guy who either does sports or is working anything, you know, construction or anything where he's physically busy all the time and has some aches and pains. This thing does the trick. It's amazing. It just is a pounding percussion massage. You can do it yourself, like on your leg, if you have a hamstring, whatever it is, on your lower back, you can have someone do it for you. It really gets the job done. It relaxes the muscles. It's pretty darn amazing, and a lot of physical therapists use this exact device. Very good. So if you have a guy who's constantly sore or just has a spot that's just always getting to him, give this a try. He will love you for it. It's $3.99. Most guys could always use a new belt. Here are 2 classic examples. One is in black, one is in cognac. They are simple and elegant. They can be dressed up, they can be dressed down. It's kind of a perfect no-brainer if you just don't know what to do. Any guy could use this if you have an idea of their waist size. Get them a new belt. It will always be appreciated. These are $49.50, all leather. Very classic, they are great. Okay, one of my husband's favorite things in the whole entire world, and many other family members kind of try to commandeer it when they come over, is his weighted blanket. He got a weighted blanket, I got it for him several years back, I think maybe 2 years ago, I think. Anyway, oh my gosh, it's like a permanent fixture on our family room sofa now. I'm constantly having to move it away if I want the room to look decent. So prepare to see it a lot, because your guy is going to want it at all times. So these weighted blankets are just so calming. I mean, oh my gosh, you just put that weight on you, and that's the whole idea, is it just relaxes you. You just feel like you're falling asleep in a hug. And he loves to wear that if he's like watching TV or something. In the evenings, he'll be laying on the couch with his weighted blanket. Love it. Well, they have so many different kinds, and I have a link down there to show all the different kinds, because I know you've probably seen them before, so take a look at the different options. But this next one that I want to show you is so different. It's a new twist on it, so to speak. It's knit. So it looks like you're a big chunky cable, like not cable, but big chunky knit blanket, but it's a weighted blanket. So when you have it sitting out on your sofa at all times, which it seems to be the case in my house almost, wouldn't it be nicer if it looked like the type of blanket you'd want to have seen more? So anyway, I think this is a great idea. I mean, trust me, if you buy a weighted blanket for your guy, he's going to want to use it all the time. So take a look at this one. This one is $249. Worth it, worth its weight. Get it in gold. I think it's really cute too. I like it. So leather gloves. Leather gloves last forever. It seems like you can get many, 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 many years out of them. Leather with fleece lining. Heavenly, perfect leather lined fleece gloves. 100 bucks. He will be thrilled. Also, it kind of dresses up or down too. These are really neat. Have you seen these? It's called the Ridge. It's an aluminum, very thin, like a wallet, basically. It holds 12 cards. It's RFID, is that right? Protection. It kind of has this little thing where the card flips up. I mean, it's really cool. Everybody who has one absolutely loves it. They think it's the neatest thing ever. So if your guy is kind of techie or gadgety or sporty or, that type of thing, especially, he will really love this. Small profile, tiny, thin, gets the job done. There's one in a wrist, has like a little bit of a wrist strap thing to help hang on to it if you want. It's not in the way. Or a clip if you want that one too. So you have different options, different colors. Check that out. It's really cool. And your guy will be kind of like, oh, wow, this is neat. Never saw this before. So that's kind of fun. And those are $85. If your guy is a steak lover, he loves to grill. That's just his thing. How about a really nice set of steak knives? I think these are amazing. I've had these before. They really have worked forever and ever and ever. And they are the Viking Professional Steak Knife Set. Here's what it looks like. And they're $119.95, and they will last and last and last. And they're just it's so elegant to have an actual set of steak knives when you put that wonderful steak on the table. So I think you'd really enjoy that too. Okay, this is really cool, and I want one of these myself. It's the Bala, I think it's pronounced. It's called a power ring, and there are two colors. It comes in black or pink, where I've seen. It is $85, and this ring is a weighted ring, and there are 75 different exercises you can do with this thing. So it easily just sits in the corner of your room when you don't want to use it or have it, inside. It's easy to just kind of stick it aside. And then you can do all these different exercises. You can be watching TV and doing all these different exercises, leg lifts, whatever, all sorts of stuff. People are raving about it and they love it. So check out this, because I think I want one of these. For $15, you can get them a protective key ring. I know that sounds like what, but it's one of those cool little things that you can like open a door with. You can punch buttons on an elevator. You can do all that stuff where you can do your like ATM buttons, all that stuff you don't want to touch. You don't want to be doing door handles and stuff. And you're like, oh man, now I gotta wash my hands. This helps. It's right there on the key ring. You can easily slip in a pocket. Easy. It's a simple gift. It's 15 bucks. It's cool. He probably doesn't have one of these, so check that out too. For your guy who cooks, maybe he's that steak lover we were talking about. Here is a bamboo cutting board that is different than some of the others that you've seen. Number one, it's bamboo, which is wonderful and sustainable. Number two, it's got the little trough thing for juices, like meat juices to run into, so it's not making a giant mess. And then the third thing is there's a slot type of a thing cut into the side where you can set your phone if you're following a recipe or just even watching something while you're chopping 100 vegetables. You can be having your phone right there or your iPad, like if it's small enough, it'll sit right there in that little groove. And it's perfect for, like I say, recipes or whatever. So I think that really adds a little extra touch to it. I think it's a really neat idea, and it's $59. This next item I own. It's sitting right next to my chair in the family room on the little table. Mine's the white marble looking one, but it's a high speed power charging stone. Like for your phone, if you have that QY, whatever, you can just set your phone down on it and it just automatically charges. I have this one in the marble color. They have several different options here. You can click down below. I showed them all. But it's so cool, and it's more of a high speed thing, so you can charge quickly with it. And it's like, it looks like a nice, beautiful round piece of marble or whatever stone you choose. I think there's sandstone, there's several options, all very attractive to fit into whatever your decor is, but it's just an attractive way to have something that's very pretty and sitting on a table or on your guy's desk or whatever, that he can just plop his phone down on and it's charging. And it's really nice looking. So I really like this one. And this happens to be $59.99. Does your guy have a wet, dry shop vac? That's one of those things that's like, wow, you are so happy that you have that when you want it or when you need it. It's perfect for so many things. We use ours all the time. Once all the, fire is gone and there's no more, embers, suck out the fireplace, ash, perfect for that. Cars, cleaning out your cars, anything where you made a mess or something overspilled, it's a wet dry. So you can also suck up water with it. It's one of those things, like I say, that you're so glad you can go, oh gosh, go grab that vac. It's in the garage somewhere and you don't use it every day, but when you do, you are so happy to have it. So this is something that I think that not everybody would think of, but be very happy to have. And this is $129. I really like the looks of this leather sling bag. I love that. You can see in the pictures, it's like they've got that real soft leathery, pebbly leather to it. Perfect zip, it's by Coach. I think that most any man would enjoy this, would feel perfectly comfortable wearing it no matter what. It blends with everything. It could go with jeans and a jacket. It could go with a nicer suit if you're just trying to get, from one place to the other. I think it would really be a good versatile type of a bag, especially for guys, walking around in cities all the time where they just need to have more things with them. Simple way, slung across them. We know Coach has amazing leather, and this does look like a very good bag to have. $375. So if you like the idea of the cashmere sweater in the crew neck, but you're just kind of concerned you don't really want to dry clean it, whatever, I get that. You can also wash them with special stuff at home. But anyway, if you want to be able to throw it in the washing machine, no problem, but have that little bit of extra oomph to it and really nice feel and warmth. There's a cotton cashmere sweater that is very, very good. It is machine washable. It's available in 8 colors and it's $49.50. So give these a look, see if you think that this might be more your speed or for your guy. Here's another one of those items that is really kind of cool. And it's one of those things that if you have it, you're so glad you do. It's a lot of fun and really neat. It is night vision binoculars. Now that sounds like what? What am I doing? Tactical training? Well, maybe you are. But we live with woods in the back and we have deer, we have coyotes, we have all sorts of stuff. So a lot of times there's a ruckus going on in our backyard in the middle of the night and we're like, who's trying to kill who back there? It just sounds like a mess. And we have horses back beyond the woods. So we're kind of wanting to see what's going on with them. They're in at night, but you know what I mean? I'm like, is there a coyote? What's going on? So we're always wanting to see what is happening back there. We've seen coyote wars. We've seen just, critters. It's kind of crazy, or storms or whatever you want to look at, but you can look at it at night and see what's going on. If you or your guy wants to see what's going on out there at night, these night vision binoculars are the thing for you. And they are $179.99. If your guy's in the car a lot, he travels back and forth for work or whatever it is, or if you take trips often in the car, nothing better than something like this. It is a car cushion with massage and heat. I mean, come on. You're driving, your muscles are sore, your neck aches, you just have this going and it just would soothe all that from the day. You had a busy day at work, you're driving home, you have an hour long, stuck in traffic, whatever it is. To be able to put on this nice light massage and this warmth going through you, especially in the winter when you just get chilly and you really want to warm up fast and you don't have seat heaters in your car, how perfect is this? So I think this is a fabulous idea for any guy who's in the car for any length of time. Any girl too, but we're talking about guys right now, $59.99. Next one is something that my husband has used and used and used and used. I know he's in the middle of a project when I'm in the kitchen doing something and I see him walk through with his headlamp thing on. It's an LED like basically headlamp. You wear it on your head, you know, it's almost like a thing. And you can put on the little lights and you can see whatever it is you're working on. He uses it all the time when he's working on his car. He uses it all the time when he's in the basement working on something, you know, in the heater or the water softener or whatever. He really needs to see what's going on. He uses it all the time. So this thing has been tried and true, amazing, walking through the house all the time, you know, in project mode with his headlamp on. And so I know it works and I know he loves it. So this is a great idea. It's $69.99 and well worth it. And last but not least for now is a massage ball. Okay, that sounds what, huh? But okay, we for many, many years have had this tennis ball in our house that we roll around on the floor. My youngest daughter, Claire, calls it her boyfriend. Where's my boyfriend? It's her massage ball. And it was just a tennis ball, okay? So what you do is you just lay it on the floor and you lay on top of it and you just kind of roll your back around on it wherever the sore spots are in your lower back, wherever in between your shoulder blades, and it just sort of gets those knots. And so it's just a simple fix. This next thing takes it up 7 notches. It is a vibrating massage ball. So it's got the little nubbins. It's that same type of a size, so it fits perfectly within all your little parts that you need to get to. And it's got this massaging action to it, so it really penetrates and it gets where you need it to get, and it feels amazing. And I can't recommend it anymore. It's fabulous. $29.97. It's like boyfriend 2.0. Good stuff. So those are my ideas for this year. Many of them tried and true. Very well loved items that I know most any guy would love, could use, be happy he had, in a wide range of prices. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all your support always. I hope this was helpful to you, and happy shopping. Let's get this done so we can relax, okay? Bye.